There are other news and notes happening in the world of WWE, including injury news. A lot of the listeners have been sending in questions in the last day and a half or so since an image went around on Twitter of Becky Lynch with her shoulder popped out. I have a story here from Mike Johnson, PWInsiderElite.com. WWE announced on their website that Becky Lynch is expected to be out for several months due to the shoulder separation suffered against Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. Lynch's storyline exit was being attacked by Io Sky, Bayley, and Dakota Kai. The injury is legitimate.
Well, and honestly, this is a tribute to Becky Lynch that you go back and look now in the after-match footage where they're confronting the heels that came out. You can see her not only holding her right arm in, but also extending her left hand to shake after the match with Bianca Belair, and I didn't even notice it, or I thought she was selling, actually. But, so she finished that match after a shoulder separation, and it was already, as we mentioned, better than most of the women's matches these days anyway. So that's incredible. But again, it's either the regular talent getting hurt over and over doing all the stupid dives and taking bumps through furniture, or it's the top talent getting hurt through mysterious means. Again, Punk jumps off the ramp into the crowd and hits his foot on the rail. Cody bench press and tears his pec. Now Becky had a match. I didn't even hear exactly where the injury took place, but now there's Becky Lynch out for right when. And I did see this reported that her switching back babyface was a Triple H call that was obviously overruling something that Vince had wanted to do. Remember when she came back from having a baby? What has it been, a year and a half or two?
It was a year. It was SummerSlam. It was last year at SummerSlam.
Okay, so why is she a heel? She was the most beloved fucking girl on the roster. Apparently everybody else felt so as well, and now that Vince is gone, that's one of the first things they did was switch her back babyface, but now she won't wrestle for another 2 months, 3 months, whatever the case.
I've asked you this question about other people like CM Punk or Cody Rhodes. Do you take her completely off TV, or do you do anything with her while she's injured?
Boy, I mean, it used to be you could take people off TV, and then if you wanted to bring them back right before they were ready and do some kind of surprise or juice it up a little bit or whatever. But now people just disappear regularly, and that's not good. At the same point, again, I know there's been comparisons between Becky Lynch and Steve Austin, but do you want to keep her on TV every week while she can't wrestle or get too physical without the threat of potentially re-injuring herself before she's fully ready? And then does it get old? And is it like by the time that she's ready to come back, she hadn't been away, and not in a good way? It's not like she hadn't lost her momentum, but it's like, how can we miss you? You never went anywhere. So, I'm not sure. It depends on how long she's going to be out, and it depends on what she's physically able to do after she has whatever treatment that is required of this. But it's not good timing. And, and I didn't see them. I mean, they had a match. They didn't do anything that was just outrageously stupid. They're both good workers, and they try to do everything the right way, but sometimes shit happens. It's dangerous enough to do this. That's why I'm just dumbfounded when guys and girls think they have to do these multiple dives and, crash landings through furniture on free TV matches that nobody's going to remember next week because 4 people did the same thing in that 2 hours. Because you can already get hurt when you do this stuff right.